Hi guys, pick some apples today. I don't know how many of them. We got a total of 3 5-gallon buckets. Kind of a rough apple year. Ain't looking that good. But they'll make great applesauce. We just cut the bad spots out of them. They'll be all right. You know, it makes good applesauce, and the darker ones like this just make the applesauce darker. This one here is not quite ripe. Here's a pretty nice one. These are early transparents. They are a little bit ready, and when they came in and got ready, then the drought came in, and it just, between the drought and the bugs, I think the bugs were going for these things because it was dry. But you know, an apple like this, it looks nasty. I'll just cut this half of it off, which that's generally what we do, and it makes good applesauce, and been doing it for ever since I was probably 9 or 10. I'm guessing that long. So working on that. I'll go around here and show you what else I'm working on. I got a lot of stuff working on. I'm trying to get the chainsaws ready. So, because I got a lot of wood to cut. There's 2 or 3 more wood cutting videos. I forget what I was measuring with that. No, I remember what I was measuring with that now. There's a storm coming in. A storm came in last night, and kind of a surprise storm. Oh, I got to cover up my vise with a trash can that's now got more holes in it. The sun kind of worked on it. I had to make another, maybe a 5-gallon bucket will work. I'll show you what else I was working on. Now, I was picking apples earlier today, and I noticed a little shaky. I don't have you on any kind of a selfie stick. It's just at the end of my hand. Old man's hand is shaky. I was yesterday I pressure washed for a little bit. We're on a well, so I don't pressure wash more than about maybe a half hour, and this is really bad. So this is what it looks like after we're done. And banana plant. And this is, can you tell where I stopped? So I'll probably do this section here up to there tomorrow. That'll probably take about it might take an hour. That stuff is really hard to come off. It doesn't want to come off at all. And then Sarah had a rake pulling these back so I get to the end of the concrete. We'll pull it back over here so we can get all this. Haven't pressure washed this in quite a few years. Look at this. Ain't that pretty? Whole bunch of them there. Anyhow, so I got that going on. Now what I did was I picked apples for a while. It got all hot, and then I pressure washed. That cooled me down. Then I went down and worked in the garden a little bit. I tied up the tomato cages. It's right breezy here. I don't know if you guys are getting affected by the wind. We're going down to show you. Oh, I gotta roll up the windows in the truck too. Pretty warm. It's about 94 out right now. The breeze is really good. I don't know if I can get over there. It's after dinner. I can't get in there. The canopy on this thing is too high. What we're trying to do is strip the trees. I'm trying to get out here. Stripping the trees down. So I got all the apples off this one here. I thought I had them all off that one, but sometimes they're hard to see. Now I got 2 buckets here. I'll show you something I made. It's funny. Of course I already lost it. I just had it here a minute. Here it is. I made these hooks, and then I switched to this hook with a hole and then a acorn nut so I didn't get snagged. But what I had is I made 2 of these, and I'll show you where I put them. I did this earlier this morning. I put these here to hold the bucket. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can put one of these on. Well, this thing here was made to go like that. Good idea. But when you start going up, the branches would hit it and knock it off. It didn't work. So then second thing was this, where it just, there you go. And that worked real good. And if you drop something in there, you can't bend over there and get it out. So this worked real good. And then I got a little thing up there. It worked. Oh, there's an apple there. I missed one. And now I got this tree here to clear tomorrow. And all these apples down here, you can't see. This is all deer poop, deer poop, deer poop, deer poop. See it all? I mean, the deer, you just can't. You don't want the apples to hit the ground if you can help it. And we do wash them 2 or 3 times, but most of them are just what I pick it off. But you can see how the apples have just dried out on the tree, something fierce. I don't spray them, so I'm all right. We get enough applesauce for us and everybody that wants some. And all these apples here will be gone. Now today, I was over here. I was doing something on this side right here, and an 8-point buck was right there, and I'm throwing him apples, and he's eating them as fast as I was throwing them at him. Well, not as fast as I could have thrown them at him, but he must have ate at least a dozen apples. It was kind of neat. I wish I'd had the camera, because I'd throw him one and then he'd go down and eat it and slobber. He was a kind of a messy eater. And then I'd throw him another one and he'd get it. So that was kind of neat. What else we got going on? Not too much. I know what I did. I tied up the tomato cages. I'm not doing a whole lot. It's just too daggone hot down here, out here, for an old geezer. Excuse me. Here's the garden, and it's dry, but we keep watering it. Here's my water tank, and it fills up to about this line overnight, and we put a couple gallons on all the plants there, and they're looking pretty good. They haven't gotten but 1 or 2 little cherry tomatoes so far. Maybe you can see them down in there. We've got a lot of squash and zucchinis, all right. So we make what we call zucchini pizza, where you slice the zucchinis about 1/8 of an inch thick, put them in a greased pan until they're pretty much cooked, and then flip them over and put spaghetti sauce, a scoop of spaghetti sauce on them, and then some cheese on top, and fry them down real good, low carbs. So here's the potatoes. I don't know whether they look good or bad, but they're all right. I think you guys saw all the wood we got down here. The nose is running something fierce. I got a bucket here. It was funny. I was going to use the bucket, but then look in there. It's capturing all those beetles. So I decided to leave the bucket there, as long as there's no mosquitoes. This is wood we got. I've gotten, look at that. Do you see that bee? 5 loads from Ashley, 2 loads from the county, and now I got to start cutting it up. So that's why I'm working on the chainsaws. Sawmill's kind of been put on the back burner for a while because other things come in front. Tomorrow we'll be making applesauce, so that'll be my after dinner. We should make it tonight, but just don't feel like it. It's getting pretty cloudy, so we're just putting things away. I gotta go put the bobcat underneath there, and anyhow, that's kind of what's going on. Yeah, I missed quite a few apples on that tree now that I look from here. Kind of shaky this way, isn't it? You start getting here and they kind of disappear. Anyhow, that's about a wrap. I'm gonna put daggone bee. I'm gonna put some more log loading on. Probably tomorrow night or something. I'm not sure. I think I just put this on as a quick thing that ain't moving logs. You guys got to be about as tired of moving logs as I was. So I haven't moved any since Sunday. I think was the last day I moved 2 loads out. And today is Thursday. No, today is Wednesday. So that's what's going on. Anyhow, big wheel's working good. Hit the like button and subscribe button, and we'll be back with more log, couple more log videos, and then maybe I'll get back on the sawmill. I got some stuff to get over there. So I'm glad you stopped by. I would have videoed, I forgot to tell you, I would have videoed on that thing, but with myself, how are you going to video on that? You start out at the bottom and you go up, and then you're out of the screen the whole time. You can't hear me talking or just jabbering through any of it. So I probably won't do too much on that. So we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. Bye-bye.